Islam is it's a explicitly macho religion, right? It's a no pussies religion.
This is Sam Harris, neuroscientist, philosopher, one of the four horsemen of New Atheism, and expert on Islam. Now, this man truly is an inspiration for those who know him. He completed his PhD in Islamic studies before moving to Egypt to study classical Arabic with world-renowned scholars in order to have a deeper understanding of... Okay, just none of that last part was true. The guy knows nothing about Islam, can't speak a word of Arabic, never lived in the Muslim world. Frankly speaking, Khalid Mia from 7-Eleven is more qualified to speak on Islam than this guy. But why? You don't have to be an expert to criticize something, right? Well, the criticism has to be accurate and based off of evidence for it to be taken seriously.
You're right.
I have never heard this man provide evidence for his claims on Islam. I have not once heard him quote a single verse of the Quran. His arguments are based off of the most moronic, anti-Islamic, post-9/11 neocon garbage. Seriously, I don't see him any differently than I see this guy. And you can see his moronic takes throughout this video. He makes statements that are so factually nonsensical, I feel like I'm losing brain cells refuting them.
Well, I mean, Islam it's perfect for a specific audience. It's a explicitly macho religion. It's a high T religion.
Then why are the majority of converts from the Western world women? For someone who claims to follow the evidence, what are you going to do about the evidential data smacking your claim in its face?
It's a claim that in the 7th century, somebody was so smart and so wise and so prescient and so had his shit together that everything worth thinking about and talking about happened then.
Who claims that? What is your source?
My source is that I made it the up.
If you want to accurately define the Muslim claim, then state that the source of wisdom and insight is the creator of the universe, not just because somebody from the 7th century was so well put together. And we will take the wisdoms and insights from the creator of the universe any day of the week over 21st century self-contradictory hacks. Also, the somebody from the 7th century who came from the backwaters of rural Arabia just so happens to have a far greater and better impact on humanity than you ever will, even during your peak. You acknowledge that Muslims believe that the source of their wisdom is the creator of the universe only 2 sentences later, but conveniently choose to misrepresent the Muslim claim, either out of intellectual dishonesty or pure stupidity.
But why? Why would you do that? Why would you do any of that?
Moving on.
Again, that's not to say there's nothing useful to come out of Islam, but whatever is useful, we can use without believing that Muhammad was visited by the Archangel Gabriel and got the last, download from the creator of the universe.
If you reject that the good ideas of Islam are coming from the creator of the universe, then there is no objective basis to define or categorize the ideas as objectively good. Who is going to be the one to identify an idea as objectively good? You? Will end up with the sad state of affairs that your nihilistic, self-pleasuring ideology promoted, which you are now, funnily enough, crying about in this interview. Look, he's like the prophet of atheism, right? Isn't there like a creed these guys keep repeating?
Extraordinary claims require extraordinary evidence.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, hold on to your seats because I think I have just found Sam Harris's most extraordinary claim of them all.
Are you the person who understands the officially codified doctrine of Islam? You're the interpreter of that, so you can say, well, this is...
I'm actually well educated on this topic.
Okay.
Where the hell is the evidence for that? No, don't clap for him. Forget extraordinary. Give me any evidence for this claim. It takes a lifetime of dedication, pursuing knowledge in the fields of classical Quranic, Arabic, Hadith literature, good manners, among many other things, to claim that you are well educated on this topic. You don't just become an expert on Islam by claiming you're an expert. This is Islam, for God's sake, not your gender. To be honest, with the evidences you've provided so far, I really think Khalid Mia from 7-Eleven is more educated than you on Islam.